Hi, and welcome to today's Pick a Card General Reading. It is a beautiful day here to do some pick a card readings, and I couldn't resist filming this. It's been quite a while since I did a pick a card reading on my channel, but I promise to be more regular in the future. So, the topic for today's reading is what's going on in your relationship, like what's happening in your relationship between you and your person. You could be anybody to this person. It's not necessarily a very conventional or traditional relationship. It could be anything. It could even be a friendship, not necessarily a romantic relationship, right? So as usual, I have three groups here: group 1, group 2, and group 3. I have popped up some objects. So this is for group 1. And before that, I haven't picked any cards. I don't cherry pick my cards. So what I've done here is just shuffled a couple of oracle cards. I myself don't know what is in there. And we will be shuffling on camera. So as you pick your group, whichever pile, we can pick your cards later. I'll be using some tarot as well as some oracle cards. So this is for group 1. This is for group 2. This is for group 3. Hope that's clear. Don't ask me where I got these little things from. I don't know. So, okay. Without further ado, we can start your reading. Alright, so those of you who picked group 1, or rather pile 1, am I showing to the right place in the camera? I'm so bad with this. Okay, this is your reading. So we are asking spirits, what is happening in your relationship? What's going on with your relationship? Right? Okay, you've got here 2 cards. This is very interesting. Sorry for the background noise. My desktop is on. Work from home, guys. So we have the serpent in reverse, and we have the spiral upright. This is very interesting, very, very interesting. Pile 1, right away I can sense that something in your relationship is going in a loop. It's on and on and on. It's like you are in this phase, and then it's in the scenario of like A, and then you shift to a scenario B, and then you come back to scenario. Do you know what I mean? It's going on and on in a cycle, which is probably you're okay with that, but it can't go on forever, right? Because with the serpent and the spiral, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like you know how this serpent is. It swirls, and it tucks its head into itself like some pythons, and it's again a spiral circle thing. And the motion of this serpent is usually wavy. It's not straight. It's not very clear. It's not very straightforward. It's always slippery. It's always like slimy thing. With the serpent card being in the reverse, I can feel that somebody in this connection is not quite open, not quite being straightforward or honest. I don't know where these flies come from. I don't even have my window open in mind. So somebody has to be more upfront here, and with this serpent, it's like somebody's keeping quiet. Somebody just is lying low, right? And the spiral, again, it's a cycle, it's a motion. Sometimes your head is just spinning. You don't even know what's happening, and that's precisely why I wanted to do this reading. I kind of had this energy today that everything is there, everything is happening, but in the background, and it's not very clear, right? It's the reason I gave the title of what's going on in the relationship is that sometimes we all reach this phase where we don't even know where it's heading. We don't even know what's gonna happen. We just are going with the flow, or we are in this limbo state that's not very nice. It doesn't feel good, right? So I thought we should get some help from the spirits, and this is precisely your situation. I feel like, okay, let's get some more cards from the tarot for group 1 or pile 1, which was this blue stone, blue crystal. Spirits, what's going on in their relationship, what's going on with them, what's going on with group 1, this person, with their relationship. Oops, sorry. Oh, okay. You know, guys, I can already feel your energy, your person's energy. Oh my goodness. Oops, what's happening? I think the whole pile, a whole deck wants to fall out. Oh, group 1, please. So it's group 1. What's going on with their relationship, with their person? Okay. Okay, breathe. Anything else? Perfecto. Okay. Your bottom deck energy is 3 of Cups in reverse. This is very interesting. So, group 1, I feel like right now you are in the state, just like the spinal. These 2 cards here are the base, like a gist of your reading, right? The baseline of your reading, the bottom of your reading. These cards here, I hope you can see all the cards clearly. Okay, I think it's fine. Sorry about that. This, I think, was the first card. I have a feeling like some of you might be overthinking this, whatever your problem or your concern with your person. Some of you might be overthinking or be fearful about something. I think some of you have a fear, an unknown fear, an unknown. You don't even know what happened to you guys. Everything was fine. Everything was perfect, and suddenly it started feeling like something is off balance, and this is a fear. You even have fears looking at others. Probably you're looking at other aspects of this relationship. Could be your friends, could be common friends, could be family, could be anybody else who is involved in this relationship. You're just looking at them and you're quite scared or skeptical. You are somebody in this connection, like I said, is having blinds on, and they just don't want to think. They're kind of dodging. They're just lying low and they're trying to dodge. Somebody is also waiting. Probably you are the one waiting for an answer from your person, or your person is the one waiting for an answer from you. I don't know, but somebody has invested a lot into this connection. Somebody has put in their effort, their energy, their emotions, and their probably even money and everything into this relationship, and is just waiting. And the other person is just having their blinds on and thinking and thinking and thinking. And there could be a lot of factors involved which is not allowing this person to make a choice. This person is just having 2 things and juggling between 2 things, or this person could be having a lot to think about that is stopping them from making a decision. Probably both of their choices have both pros and cons, and they're just weighing their choices, or probably they just don't want to make a choice right now. With the Temperance again, you see, this is exactly one of you in this connection, or probably even both of you, I don't know, but um, certainly one of them, one of the you guys in this connection is juggling between two things, like you don't even know. I don't know uh, if you've experienced this, but sometimes when you're working on your desktop or your laptop, and you have two screens, like two monitors, or a laptop screen and a monitor screen, and you're toggling between two screens. You don't even know which file you saved and even where, and how do you even you sometimes don't even know where your cursor is, and you're like, you know what I mean. It's difficult. Sometimes you're attending a meeting from one screen, and then a file is open in the other screen, and you want to toggle, and you're lost. It's the same thing here. It's kind of the same thing where your person, or you, or both of you don't even know what you're doing sometimes, and you just find yourself trying to strike this balance, and one of you is being very patient, is thinking, okay, maybe I should give them a chance, maybe I should wait for some more time, maybe I should be nice to them, maybe I should just support them, be there for them. But you just find yourself waiting and waiting and waiting forever, right? The other person is too busy juggling. They could what is this lady trying to do basically is she's trying to transfer the liquid from one goblet to the other. I don't know for whatever reason she's doing, but that's kind of what one of you in this connection is trying to do. Like, take this and put there, and take from there and put back there, and it doesn't do the other person any good. It doesn't even do any good to their own selves. But the other aspect of getting a temperance card in a reading is asking you to be patient, asking you to give them a chance if you're not doing that already, right? This is all about balance. Okay. For some of you, this could be that you are missing to learn something. With the Hierophant in reverse, it could mean that a learning has not yet happened. Somebody in this connection needs to learn something, and just you haven't already. But if you have, then probably it's time to put your learning into use, put your learning into work. I'm not saying you should move on or you should stay. I'm just saying you are the best person to decide whatever you've learned, how to put to use for the benefit of your connection, whether it's the benefit of being with a person, or you have the benefit of moving out. But what is good for you? You've already had some learnings, and if you haven't, then it's high time. It's very high time you get that learning, right? If in case this resonates with you, what I'm trying to say is, maybe if this reading so far has resonated 100% with you, then probably you could take some time off. Sorry about that. I thought I heard something. Okay. Probably you could take some time off and be on your own and kind of reflect on whatever has happened in your relationship so far. This might be your marriage. This might be just a romantic relationship and you're thinking about marriage. Or this could be just you're seeing someone in a casual relationship. It could be anything, but maybe you just want to take some time and reflect on whatever has happened so far, and probably that will give you some insights, probably that will give you some learnings. If you could do some exercises, like you could just write down in a piece of paper whatever you felt so far with this person, and then also write down what your expectation is from any relationship, in general, whatever you expect and what you think you deserve from a relationship, you write that in a piece of paper, and then another piece of paper just write down whatever you've got, what you've gone through, experienced and gathered in this relationship, and try to see if there is a balance. Try to see. Oftentimes we don't really get everything that we expected, but sometimes we just have to compromise, but for good reason, right? Probably there's something more in this relationship that you haven't seen yet, and by doing such exercises you get some insight into the relationship, into what is you're learning. And if you've already got your learning, then it's very simple. You just apply the learning in whatever way. So there's a judgment card here. In this particular deck, it's the karma card. The karma card, as you know, is whenever it comes in a reading with this particular deck, I always feel like there is some karma left in this connection. It could be a karmic connection, or it could be a connection. Like I said, these two cards for some reason go hand in hand to me. In this particular reading, it appears like there's something that you need to learn, and some amount of karma that needs to get exhausted, that needs to get left out before you move on into the next thing. This card sometimes tells me that whatever's happened has happened for good. There's nothing that has gone wrong, even if it's a loop, it's a circle going in again and again in the same way. Even then, one thing I want to tell you guys, group 1, whenever I see this spiral, it means it's going in a loop, right? Like I said in the beginning. And that also means that there is some lesson unlearned here. There's something that you guys need to know, that there's some lesson to be learned and is not learned yet. Because once you learn that lesson and you capture the essence of that learning, then you're good. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to repeat again, because it's going to keep happening again and again until you learn that lesson. Maybe not with this person, maybe with someone else, maybe somewhere else, maybe even if with this person, maybe multiple times, the same thing happening again and again. I could say this from a lot of live examples and things I've seen, not necessarily just relationships. It could be anything, so this karma, this judgment card is it tells me that it's happening for a reason. It's all happening for a reason. Your person being low, or you being low, or you both having constant fights, or disagreements, or concerns, problems, or just juggling and not finding time for each other, or even the connection not being like before, not being like what it used to be in the beginning. This is all happening for a reason, and you need to find out what it is, right? With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I kind of feel like there's some instability issue. There's some things are kind of volatile. Things are kind of unstable right now. I get confused between stable and unstable. Sorry. Things are kind of not very permanent. Things look temporary. Things look. It sometimes it might feel like everything is settling down, but sometimes it might just be off again, and you don't know why. What happened? You're just clueless about what just happened. And that's this kind of coincides with this particular card, the Seven of Pentacles, where somebody has invested, right? When we, like, let's say I invest a huge amount of money in a house, and I'm buying a big beautiful house, then I certainly want to live there, and I want to have it for many years to come. Like I wouldn't buy a house like my dream house and just live there for a couple of days and move out, right? I certainly want to be there. I certainly want to bring all my dreams come true in that house and make memories there, right? Same thing, if you have invested so much in this connection, you don't obviously want this to be volatile, but it is volatile. It is, sometimes you don't even know, like, the ground is just, is sweeping the ground off your feet sometimes, and but not in a good way. It's not like a knight in shining armor, but sometimes it just comes as a surprise and you don't even know how to react or what to say. Let's move on. I think I've talked so much for you, group one, but I think it's important to give you enough details as much as I see. Also, it could be for some of you a marriage. You're probably married to this person, and it's scaring you to be in this volatile, unstable state, because you're married to this person and you obviously need them for a long time, for your lifetime, and at least that's what you would have thought when you married this person, and that's why it's scaring you. It's I don't see like major trouble here, but let's check out. Okay, we have the second chakra, archangel Ariel here. We have the second chakra. I don't know if you're able to see him. Okay. And we have the door to romance. Wow, you guys, this is nice. I like this card. The second chakra is pretty interesting. I think some of you need to have balance. There's so much about balance here. There's so much about we have balance here, and here. We have 3 cards about balance. I think one of you needs to learn something and ground yourself, while the other person needs to focusing on one thing at a time. The other person basically needs to attend to one business at a time and not put everything and kind of confuse themselves. There is certainly more potential left in this connection. I wouldn't say the energy is like a hardcore negative energy. The energy isn't anything negative. Yes, there are some gloomy aspects, but it's like more of a more pointed towards fixing it, like learning your lesson and fixing it. And there is door to romance, guys. This is very important, right? There is door to romance, which means there's a door and you need to unlock the door. And it's very interesting. If you see this Hierophant, there are a couple of keys there, and there is a door here. So your happiness, door to happiness, or door to romance is your door to all your answers, or whatever you're seeking, whatever you're expecting is within you. The door is here and the key is you, right? You need to just look back. If it's your mistake that led you and your person to this place, to this situation, then you need to understand and accept your mistake, realize your mistake, and rectify them, right? And if it's the other person's mistake, you need to have a talk. You need to be more open to them and tell them, hey, you know what, I really have the same level of feelings for you, and everything is true, but I just feel like we were all perfect, and now this is not taking us anywhere, and I think this is the problem, and we need to fix it. And don't worry, I'm here to fix it for you, or I'm here to lend a hand in helping you fix it. So this learning is the key to your door, right? This is the learning. This is the key for you to be happy. Let's just take one last card. Let's just take one last card, and we didn't talk about this one. Your bottom deck energy is the Three of Cups in reverse, and this means there is celebration, but right now it is not in the near future. There's time for celebration. There's time for something that you should have done, but not right now. Let me see, just one last card spirits for group 1. I know why cards wouldn't fall out but just get flipped. I'm so bad with shuffling. I have to agree. To really agree. Last cards for group 1. Okay. Obviously I can't take all these cards, but oh my gosh, group 1. I have to show you this. Look at that door to value, and look at that door to personal healing and happiness. Oh my gosh, can something be more evident? There is a door, there is room for improvement, happiness, romance, and well-being, personal value, more money probably. There is room for everything. There is a door for everything, and the key is just you. There's also victory. Wow, this is amazing. There's a man holding a heart. I really hope this is your man. And there's also a thinking man. The Two of Swords, thinking man. There's envy. There's that serpent. There's envy. There's also financial constraints. Yeah, actually, group 1. There could also be something to do with money. I totally forgot that that aspect. There could be something involving your money, your person's money, or both of your money, and there's a problem with money. But if it is something related to money, trust me, it's the easiest to sort. I know when I say this, you might be feeling like, oh, you know what, you really don't know. But sometimes money problems, although it may seem very big, very huge, they are not as big as a health problem or a person problem or a mental problem or a mental happiness problem, like well-being problem. All right, so this will pass away, will pass on, will pass by, whatever is the right way to put that. Because we also have the total value, which is money, and this means the garden and the gate. And you know what, I'll show you this. If you see this girl, sorry, what am I doing? If you see this girl, she's wearing a necklace with a key. Okay, she's wearing a necklace with a key hanging in there, and there's a gate which she can unlock with her key and go inside, but she's hesitant to do that. The garden and the gate. I hope you can see this. I don't think your answer could be more evident than this. Honestly, you have got your answer. There's somebody's just being hostile to the other person, or just being slimy, kind of hostile. I don't know. So, yeah, I think everything resonates here. I really do. If this did not resonate at all for you guys, then this is certainly not the reading for you. Probably you can check out some other group or some other reading. Yeah, so group 1, I think that's all I have for you guys, and I hope this reading you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in another reading. Thank you for tuning in today. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Goodbye. Hello, group 2. Those of you who chose this, some rounds down, then this is the reading for you. Okay. So these 3 cards are like the bottom energy or the baseline of your reading, kind of like a foundation and a gist of your reading. Okay. We have journey in reverse. We have the sacrifice, and we have the smoky mirror. Okay. I'm gonna get one more card. Like I said, I think I said in the previous file, I don't cherry pick these cards. Like like I mentioned, right? And these are the bottom energies, the baseline energies, and I want to take more cards to clarify. I didn't do this for the first group, so keep this to yourself. Okay, so group 2 spirits, please clarify these cards. Please clarify the energies here. What do you mean by the journey in the reverse? What is about group 1's relationship and journey? What has that got to do with this? Oops, okay, we'll take that. No worries. We have the Holy Mountain, and we have we have two cards here. We have Hunter and the Flow in reverse. Ooh, group 2, you have quite a lot of cards. Okay, so the reason I picked more cards is because of this Monkey Mirror. You know, it's I kind of feel like there's some blockage here. There's some veil between you and your person, or probably between both of you and your future. You know, there's some blockage in this connection that isn't quite evident, that isn't quite repairable or identifiable. You know, and that kind of makes everything vague. You know what I mean? Your energy, the energy I'm picking up here, is quite similar to the first group, but at the same time very different, because the first group had, although they had a dilemma or a situation where they and their person had a problem, but it was fixable, it was easily it was easy to fix that or to find a solution. But here I really can't put my finger and say whether the problem is with you or your person or both of you or the relationship itself. You know, everything is very vague. Everything is it's as if there's a veil between me and this connection, or between you and your person, or between anything. You know, the Holy Mountain and the journey and we have the Flow. These two are quite similar for you in this reading, because I think you or your person, both of you, the relationship itself could be going in a flow, it could be a journey. It could be that you guys, I don't know when you guys started, but then everything was like a flowing river. It just went on and on and on and on, and there was no, the previous pile was more of a cyclic connection, cyclic events, so like something happening, they being together and then, you know, going off for a while and then coming back together again, and it was a spiral connection. Whereas you guys, you just, from the moment it started, it was just a blast. It was just it just went on. It was like a rocket. It just shooted up, or like a river. It just kept flowing. But then suddenly there's some blockage now, because look at this, both of the cards are in reverse, which means there's a blockage. There's some unknown, strange veil that just kind of stopped the river's flow. It just kind of put a big boulder in front of the river and it just stopped its mighty flow. You know, or the journey is in the river. It could have been like a train journey, or like I like train journeys, so could have started like a beautiful train journey towards the countryside, somewhere beautiful, but then all of a sudden the train came to a halt, and you don't even know why you haven't reached your destination yet, but the journey is it feels stagnant all of a sudden. My goodness. With the middle world Actually, let me talk about this one first. The middle world, it was a pretty rooted connection. It has always been a grounded connection. Although the speed was quite much, it probably started like a river and went on, but it was still rooted. I'm sorry, and quite stable, or at least it felt that way, right? But it also means that either you or your person have sacrificed something for this relationship. The previous pile, we had a similar situation, but that was an investment, right? Somebody had invested in the connection in order to reap something. When it's an investment, it's either profit or loss, but never nothing, right? Even if it's a loss. But the sacrifice means it's just lost. It's just not there. It's just gone. You've given something valuable that you had or that you possessed, or probably could be both of you who'd given something to this relationship. You've sacrificed and let that disperse in the air and put something important for the benefit of this connection, for the benefit of your person, or probably for the benefit of even yourself, right? The holy mountain, again, something stable, something deep rooted, something sacred. I kind of have these cards, I'm having a hint of sacredness here, something divine, something sacred, with the sacrifice, with the holy mountain, with the smoky mirror, and we have the hunter in reverse. Oh my gosh, these two cards, it almost feels like you gave something up in order to hunt down something, in order to get something very valuable. You had to give up something valuable that you had in order to gain something else, probably even more valuable. And there's this kind of a hint of the sacredness, which is making my heart light, which is like having this faint glow. Even if things seem very disturbed and gloomy right now, I very clearly see that faint glow and faint hint of that divine presence or divine connection. I really want to hop onto this reading, get more cards and see what is up. Okay. Group 2 spirits, group 2. What's going on in their relationship? What's going on with their person? What is it that we want to know? I just saw an emperor in the reverse, but if it comes up again, I'll take that. Otherwise, just keep shuffling. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm serious. Okay. I already told you guys this is something sacred, something divine. Oh my good Lord. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. I need to show you guys this. Okay, so first we have the Lover's card here, which means it's a divine counterpart. It could be a soulmate, it could be a twin flame, it could be I don't know, it's definitely something sacred, something divine, some divine intervention is going on here. The Lover's card is also about partnership, right? It's about the romantic partnership. Some of you guys might be married, I don't know, or probably you're thinking of marriage. But whatever it is, or even if you are in live-in or something, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of love. There's also a lot of sacredness. maybe you're not so open and upfront with your feelings, or being honest with your feelings with your person, or it could be that your person is also not quite honest with their feelings, but then there's definitely love, there's definitely mutual feelings here, there's definitely a lot going on, but it just, see guys, it's a river, right? It's a river that's flowing. There's just a boulder in front, stopping the river from reaching its destination, or meeting the sea. But then a river is definitely going to find its way somehow or the other. It might have to take twists and turns, and flow through a couple more mountains, but eventually it's going to reach the sea someday or the other. Nobody can stop a river from meeting the sea, right? Same way, like a train journey, right? So it's just a momentary thing, I feel. This card came for the previous pile as well. This is the Two of Swords in Two of Swords upright. So Two of Swords tells me that there's somebody is in a limbo state. Somebody is not able to make a decision. There's also the Eight of Swords. I feel like some of you, it could not be for all of you, but at least some of you are thinking that there is a problem. Kind of, you've kind of put a blindfold on, and closed everything around, and you think that you are in trouble. That's not the case, actually. You yourself put the blindfold on so you can remove it, and you can see the light. You can open yourself to the whole big world out there, and there's no trouble. So because many times this particular card comes in for many of my friends and family and clients, I do these readings, and every time this comes up, I tell them, I think you're just overthinking probably, or you're just thinking there's a problem, but there's actually nothing. Right? And many times it has come true. I'm not saying there is no problem at all, but all I'm saying is you can solve it. You just need to know that you can. Just like a river, keep the river thing in mind, right? There's something blocking the river's way. It's going to twist itself, find another way, and eventually meet the sea. It might have to go up and down a couple of more mountains, but it's not going to stop itself from meeting the sea, or let itself dry up. That's the same thing. You just have to find a way. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse is more of a card for kind of deceit, kind of somebody being very cheeky, somebody being very not very honest. Somebody in this connection could not be very open. I don't know, or somebody's hiding something from you. It could be you are hiding something from your person, or your person hiding something from you. I don't know, but you need to check that out. There's some truth to be dug out there. We have the King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Both of these cards very stable. The King of Wands is more of passion. There's so much passion in this connection. It's just your person is brightens up the minute they see you, or you brighten up the moment you see your person, and it's just beautiful, right? The Nine of Pentacles is more of being secured. See, from the beginning, I see a lot of stability here. I see a lot of grounded, deep-rooted connection, grounded and very blooming, like a plant. Its roots are deep in the soil, and then it shoots and it blooms, something like that. But the only problem here is there's just a blockage, a momentary blockage. It's not even a big thing. Even if you leave it alone, it's gonna peter out, right? I don't really see anything more, but we'll just check out a few energy oracle cards, just like what I did to the previous spiral. Okay. Group 2 spirits. What is going on in their relationship? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to tell group 2 about their relationship? Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Who are you guys? Anything else? Anything else? Group 2, anything else? What's going on in their connection? I don't think so. I think that's all we have. Okay, so with these 2 cards, happy family. Look at how gorgeous this card is. I love the imagery here. Husband and wife and their 2 children with the rainbow. Life can't get any better, right? And there's anxiety. Like I said, this is a very divine connection. There's definitely stability here. There's definitely love. There's a lot of love and stability. There's no trouble between you and your person. It's a divinely guided relationship. It's sacred. It's beautiful. All that is there, like a problem or a trouble, is just some anxiety. Probably some of you could be thinking that it's too good to be true, or there is some untold, very trivial fear, or somebody not being open to the other person, or it's just probably in your head. It's just probably just you in your head, or your person in their head. How beautiful. I don't see a problem. Probably you're just sometimes overthinking, or that it appears that there is a problem, but it could also be some alien trouble, not really between you and your person, but could be somebody outside, something outside, something or someone that has not got anything to do with you or your relationship directly, but is influencing the connection. You know what I mean? It could be like a job change. You or your person have to move to a different place, or some family trouble, or some common person trouble, finance trouble. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's just some unnecessary anxious feeling that is just creating some misunderstandings and miscommunications and probably disagreements and just blowing things up. But otherwise, there's just nothing. All right. So that's all I have for you, Group 2. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. If you like my video, give a thumbs up, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay safe. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 3. So those of you who picked this kind of purple stone, this is the reading for you. Hello and welcome. Okay, so these cards here, the oracle cards, are kind of the baseline energy, the gist of your reading, right? And we're gonna pull more tarot cards and then some more oracle cards to get a deeper idea. So we have magic. That's nice. We have upper world. And we have the staff. Crew 3. Are you all magicians, witches, and wizards sitting here? Look at this. The staff. The staff is actually one of the rarer cards that I get from this deck, but so miraculously, there's magic, there's upper world, and the staff, all three in your reading, which means probably you're from a different dimension. You could be a star seed, you could be a light worker, an indigo child. I don't know, but because there's a lot of magic here. Like all three cards are related to magic, right? There's celestial beings, there's magic, and there's wand. I don't know what to say. Are you really here to talk about relationships? Because I don't know. Probably you've switched your wand on your person, and or they have done that for you. But I like the imagery here in this card. The girl, look at her eyes. You know, it's so piercing, and the background colors are so vibrant. You know, attractive, magnetic. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. Crew 3 spirits. What is going on in their relationship with their person? What's something they should know? What message do we have for Group 3? What message do we have? We have the Queen of Cups. I'm kind of a little exhausted with all the talking. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Somebody has made a choice. Somebody has all their stuff together. Group 3 spirits, what is something you want to tell them? What is something about their person or this relationship that you want to tell them that they are supposed to know? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, something is amiss. Something is amiss. Probably a decision you took a while ago. We have the King of Cups. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. I don't know why I have few cards like this. Oof. Certainly one of you or both of you are from a different dimension. There's something more to this connection. There's something not just romance or 3D emotions. There's something more. There's something in the 5D. Probably this connection, this relationship, or this person, you and this person together have a lot to do. Not just, think about yourselves or get married and have children or have a family or not such mundane things. Probably you have more to do. Yeah, we have the shadow side, which is usually the devil card. I think it's the devil card. But the shadow side in this particular deck, it talks about somebody's dark intentions. We all have light and dark side to us, right? We have both. We have the evil in us and the good in us. So sometimes it could be the darker side of us taking control and making decisions. Probably I kind of have a feeling that you or your person, either of you, had made a decision, a choice that has costed you something, that was probably not very right, that was probably not the best decision you could have made, but for whatever reason you've done that, it has this relationship is going to bring you both together. There's no doubt about it, because what one thing attracts me the most in this reading is the color blue. There's so much blue here. Like almost every card has some blue there, and it's catching my eye. I think the blue here is not the water blue, it's the sky blue. So there's a lot of sky aspect to it, which means that you both, or you or your person, could be from a different dimension, and that there's more than 3D stuff. It's just that one step that you missed, or your person missed, or both of you missed, like, and that is making a wrong choice somewhere, taking a wrong turn. You see, as I was saying, there was something that went wrong with the decision. There was a different path that was taken, a path that was not supposed to be taken, or that led to a community being destroyed, the togetherness being destroyed, the reason to celebrate being shattered for some of you. For many of you, I feel the same actually, to be honest. I feel like you could have taken a better decision. You could have... but never mind, because the Wheel of Fortune, it's a wheel. It's going to keep moving. It's going to keep rotating, and it's going to come back to its first point sooner or later, today or tomorrow, right? So nothing to worry there, but oh goodness. Okay. All right. Group 3. I'm going to be brutal honest here, right? If for some of you, if your relationship has come to a point where you feel like there is no energy left, there's nothing that can be done, or you guys have broken up already, or you've moved on, or you're in the process of moving on, and you want to know more about yourself, or your future relationships, or something more into the future, or you've broken away from a different relationship in the past, and now you're kind of seeing somebody, but you're not really sure, or you're not like dating or something, but you're just interested in somebody, and you are curious to know about your future or something like that. I want to tell you that those of you who feel this, your relationship with the person has ended. I don't mean to be very blunt, but I think there's no energy left anymore, and you should really focus on yourself, focus on your personal happiness and well-being. And remember, you are not here for the 3D relationships. You're not here. If somebody did not suit you, if it didn't work out with someone, it simply means that you have much more to do. You deserve much better. You deserve more. You deserve something that your other person could not give you, something that your ex could not give you, right? And in that sense, I would like to tell you that relationship might have ended, and if you're trying to rekindle something, that if you're trying to bring back something, if you're trying to make things upright, then it's probably not the right thing to do, because there was already a bad decision made. Probably I for some of you, I feel like, to be honest, you are a light worker. You're from a different direction. You're from an upper world. You're from a different world, like a plane, right? You've come here for a purpose. You have a lot of magic with you. You are probably one of those people who can change things with magic, who believes in magic, or you might be a witch, and you probably have not tapped into your witch side, or you're probably already practicing witchcraft or something. I don't know, but it could be anything, divination, or you could be a tarot reader. You could be, I don't know, somebody good with spells or magic, and you've come here for a purpose, right? And there's no reason to for you to let yourself down in trying to control things and make things work. That's not how it works, and we all know that. Especially you know that. It was supposed to happen. Probably choosing this relationship was a bad choice for some of you. For those of you who are into magic and witchcraft, probably this relationship was the bad choice that you made, and you had to get something out of it. You had to, your wheel of fortune, it it just turned it turned upside down because of your choice, because of that one wrong path that you took. And that's the reason, that's the blockage that is blocking you from your personal happiness and community and well-being. These four cards, we have the Eight of Wands. Oops, sorry. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. It, I think before this, I told you, looking at these two cards, that you guys are probably meant to be together. There's a divine connection. But trust me, you do have a divine counterpart, but probably this is not that person, right? You do have a divine person who's your yin and yang, and or your twin flame, or your other half, or your soulmate, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really like tagging relationships that way, but whoever it is, you do have a divine partner. But hold on, wait for a while, because that person is coming towards you, and whatever happened here, let's just forget it, right? If you're a girl watching this, I really want to tell you, I want to give you a big hug and tell you, you know what, you are much more than this. You deserve much better than this, because whoever gave you this is not worth pursuing. Trust me. And when you deserve this total happiness, because you are capable of giving happiness to others, right? Then you don't have to stick to this, because you deserve this, and just wait for that, right? Let me just pull out some more energy oracle cards. Group 3 spirits, what do we have for group 3? What you want to tell them? What you have for group 3 spirits? Women holding a heart, which is in reverse. That's very interesting. Probably you are seeking love. Look at that. You have first chakra, Archangel Michael. I think some of you have problem with your root chakra. You're not very grounded. I'm not going to take that card yet, but women holding a card is very interesting, because you're probably seeking love, and probably some of you could have see, there's a darker side to this. There's definitely, like I said earlier, we all have the good side and the bad side in us, right? And probably for some of you, the all the skills, the potential that you have is in the good side, and obviously, and in the dark side, you have this nature to want things, or to seek things, and probably that led you to make this choice, this decision, the choice to opt for something that you don't deserve, because you deserve more, and that has cost you something from your darker side. Like, it could be envy. Probably you felt like, all of my friends have boyfriends or girlfriends, or are married, or are in relationships, and I don't have anybody. I just want someone to talk to, and you are this person who's willing to offer her heart out to somebody, and you just fell into this mess. But trust me, your divine partner is coming, and you have to have your heart open for that person, right? You just don't have to keep looking, because the right person is going to come right towards you, and he or she can't go anywhere else other than you. What else, spirits? What else do we have for group 3? Is there anything else you want to tell group 3? I don't think there's anything more, but Your bottom deck energy is victory. So that's something very nice. That's all I have for you, Group 3. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you liked this reading, you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, see you next time. Until then, stay safe. Lots of love and light to you. Bye bye.